Predictive analytics is the use of data, statistical algorithms and machine learning techniques to identify the likelihood of future outcomes based on historical data. The goal is to go beyond knowing what has happened to provide a best assessment of what will happen in the future. Though predictive analytics has been around for decades, it is a technology whose time has come. More and more organizations are turning to predictive analytics to increase their bottom line and competitive advantage. Why now? Growing volumes and types of data and more interest in using data to produce valuable insights. Faster, cheaper computers, easier to use software, tougher economic conditions and a need for competitive differentiation. With interactive and easy to use software becoming more prevalent, predictive analytics is no longer just the domain of mathematicians and statisticians. Business analysts and line of business experts are using these techniques as well. Organizations are turning to predictive analytics to increase their bottom line and competitive advantage. Some of the most common uses include detecting fraud. Combining multiple analytic methods can improve pattern detection and prevent criminal behavior. As cybersecurity becomes a growing concern, high-performance behavioral analytics examines all actions on a network in real time to spot abnormalities that may indicate fraud, zero-day vulnerabilities, and advanced persistent threats. Optimizing marketing campaigns. Predictive analytics are used to determine customer responses or purchases as well as promote cross-sell opportunities. Predictive models help business attract, retain and grow their most profitable customers. Improving operations. Many companies use predictive models to forecast inventory and manage resources. Airlines use predictive analytics to set ticket prices. Hotels try to predict the number of guests for any given night to maximize occupancy and increase revenue. Predictive analytics enables organizations to function more efficiently. Reducing risk. Credit scores are used to assess a buyer's likelihood of default for purchases and a well-known example of predictive analytics. A credit score is a number generated by a predictive model that incorporates all data relevant to a person's credit worthiness. Other risk-related uses include insurance claims and collections. Predictive models use known results to develop or train a model that can be used to predict values for different or new data. Modeling provides results in the form of predictions that represent a probability of the target variable, for example revenue, based on estimated significance from a set of input variables. There are two types of predictive models. Classification models predict class membership. For instance, you try to classify whether someone is likely to leave, whether he will respond to a solicitation, whether he is a good or bad credit risk, etc. Usually, the model results are in the form of 0 or 1, with 1 being the event you are targeting. Regression models predict a number, for example, how much revenue a customer will generate over the next year, or the number of months before a component will fall on a machine. Three of the most widely used predictive modeling techniques are decision trees, regression, and neural networks. Any industry can use predictive analytics to reduce risks, optimize their operations, and increase revenue. One of the prime contenders is banking and financial services. The financial industry, with huge amounts of data and money at stake, has long embraced predictive analytics to detect and reduce fraud, measure credit risk, maximize cross-sell, upsell opportunities, and retain valuable customers. Commonwealth Bank uses analytics to predict the likelihood of fraud activity for any given transaction before it is authorized, within 40 milliseconds of the transaction initiation.